Oh no.
Nothing?
Bonjour.
Oh, I thought for sure that John was going to have a thing.
That's your fault for expecting anything of me.
Well, you guys always have something for Saturdays.
I never participate.
No,
He never
blessed-
participates on Saturday. That's
Blessed
fair.
silence. It's
Everybody
fine.
else just jumps right in. It's nice for the sounds. I'm not going to say it's a welcome change. I'm
It's
just
a moment
saying
of
that it's...
zen. Just chill.
All right. Hello, viewers. Welcome to our gathering of heroes. These are the would-be heroes of the Marvel Universe, an actual play using the relatively new Marvel Multiverse 616 ttrpg system. As a warning, this is a game that can explore some mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, or other topics. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game, and you can always come back to an episode when ready. 3 quick acknowledgements. First, to Roll20, the official virtual tabletop of the Marvel Multiverse TTRPG system. Demiplane, owned by Roll20. A platform that connects TTRPG fans to make games better with high-quality tools that enhance the ways games can be played, shared, and explored. And to Marvel Comics, without whom none of this would be happening. We have almost a full cast today, and let's do some intros of our... of everyone to let everyone know who you're playing and what you're up to. Starting with Glitch.
I remembered to unmute myself that time. Hey, everybody, it's Glitch. I'm playing our new favorite time and space breaking character, apparently, Alexi, aka Anima.
What? Time and space? Whatever do you mean? We'll get on that in a minute. Aya.
Test. Sorry, I was having audio issues earlier. I am Aya. I play our absolutely adorable little, well, not so little, Dualily.
Not so little anymore. Talk about that too. Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. Tonight I'll be playing Cal Winters, aka Dreadfire, and I'm just here.
We're glad you are.
Just here. Like duct tape. There's a light side and a dark side, and he holds the universe. Nora.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. I am playing the adorable until she opens her mouth, Dr. Penelope Parator, aka Beholder.
AKA the Blue Ranger. No, wait. Haven't got that yet. We haven't discussed that part yet. Speaking of, John.
Hello, I'm John. There's a chance that the voice changer is working. If not, that's upsetting. But yes, today I will be playing Steel Aegis, the tokusatsu-style flip-kicking superhero who just wants to defend everyone.
Indeed. So, what has been happening? Last week, we had a bit of a sciencey, investigative kind of discussion between engineer and scientist in terms of what. But honestly, I had a bit of a rain episode today, so I'm having very little memory of what happened last week, in all honesty. So,
I can help.
absolutely.
So, last episode, we covered that possibly Beholder's beauty and the mask may be from the same place. There was also mention of scrolls, and also we tied up some loose ends with the mayoral debate and caused chaos with the... Unless that was the other episode.
Also, a shady government organization stole Armadillo.
Well,
Bye, Armadillo.
I don't know about stole. They took custody of them, which honestly we weren't really fighting them over.
We were promised secrets. Well, not secrets.
Oh yeah,
more
and
like...
Dreadfire threatened a reporter.
Oh yeah, there was lots
Allegedly.
of suppression on the part of our team.
Yeah, that was allegedly, guys. No reporter actually was, like, really threatened.
No reporters were harmed in the making of this video.
That's totally allegedly.
I'm not saying that you made a new friend, just saying that he's very interested in what you're doing. at all hours of the day. All right. So, but when we left off, we had the mask of Steel Aegis in, or I guess on the face of Dr. Penelope while being restrained by Dreadfire chains.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
In
that.
the event that something bad happened. And then Beauty essentially interfacing underneath the mask itself and realizing that Dr. Penelope was no longer in Kansas. Was in fact standing on a barren planetoid somewhere in space, and Beauty revealed that the constellations and the floating debris of a planet long destroyed identified as Skrullos.
Mm-hmm. Dora's question, though, is does Penny actually know what the hell that is? Because I remain unclear about how secret various things are.
How secret
this is-
was the secret war?
Yeah,
Has the secret invasion happened? And when was it secret?
Secret Invasion happened like 3 different times through the comics, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And I don't think the average citizen is going to know anything about specifically a planet that was destroyed by a different interstellar empire, etc., etc. They would just know that green men were trying to infiltrate the United States.
Okay.
Aliens
So-
with big ears, etc., etc.
So I imagine the Dr. Beatrix is like wearing the mask, chained
Paratar,
up.
Beatrix is me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Dr. Paratrar.
That works.
Yeah.
too.
Like
I'd love to have
standing
a
there wearing the
doctor,
mask
yeah.
covered in chains. And like Dreadfire's
Am I-
just standing
am
over
I,
there
though?
concentrating.
Yeah.
And Zan is just like sitting on his workbench, kicking his legs, just waiting for something to happen.
Well, I guess that's the question. Was it a vision or was it a physical transportation that just...
Yeah, for the other for the viewers at home, as it were.
At this point, it's more, I would almost say, an interface. More of a the mask itself, because of the interference, for want of a better term, of the Eldritch Crystal, has become essentially a conduit in the same way that touching the crystal basically pulls an astral telephone call. With the added / limiting effect of it being channeled through the mask. So the mask is going to influence the wearer. And the wearer, because the mask is also alien tech, puts you back to the where the mask wants you to go, as opposed to where basically, essentially, you're all going to Steel Aegis's astral safe place. Safe place. I mean, Lily didn't exactly have a safe place. Technically, nobody really had a safe place.
They just have a respawn point.
Yeah, kind of.
But the question was, is Penny's body still in the lab
Yes.
or not? Okay.
Penny's body is still in the lab. Penny is just sort of like standing there. Being one with the cosmos.
I feel like every time this happened to someone else, as far as I recall, like someone else made it stop. But I don't know if it's even the same thing. This is just Penny speculating out loud because maybe Beauty will offer some advice, but currently she's like, she's trying to be mildly pleased about being in space, which is cool, and not, dwell on maybe being in space longer than she wants to.
To that, you get on your little readout, beauty readout. The last word you saw was Skrullos, and you basically get that sort of return down sort of thing, and it says interface question mark.
Are you asking if I want you to interface with celestial rubble? You got to be more specific, sweetie.
How would I actually say that?
It's like trying to talk to a toddler. Use your big words.
Also, is Penny covered in Steel Aegis armor now? Also, on top of everything else.
Nope. Penny
Also,
looks
that
like
didn't
Penny.
Okay, so the mask is just on
The
her
mask is
face.
just a mask. Penny looks like Penny. Covered in Dreadfire chains.
Safety first.
Integration possible with additional technology. Interface? Question mark.
Is Beauty gonna eat my mask?
I think she's talking about other stuff nearby.
That was a John question, not a Aegis
That
question.
would be hilarious if the mask is just gone in the next moment.
I feel like really unclear. But sure, since we've already decided to like today we are doing the just poke things version of science. Sure, do that. Right, go ahead. Yeah.
Commencing. And you don't feel a lot. You kind of feel you're kind of there and you're kind of not. So you're kind of your consciousness is somewhat detached from your body in a way. So you feel it, but you don't feel it sort of thing. Something's going on with your body, but it could just be the good Dreadfire trance. The rest of you see a blue version of Steel Aegis armor form up all around Dr. Penny.
I didn't know it came in different colors. That's super cool.
Is Alexa
right,
still
science.
getting Lily?
Which point then
Aegis frantically gets a notebook so he could start taking notes for proper science.
Dr. Penny, you feel stronger. You feel and have this sort of, and you're basically interfacing assessment power levels, and you're basically sort of you're almost getting with that Iron Man in the mask LED displays of things, additional capabilities, phasing, density manipulation. What do you think? There was something else. Armor.
There's power manipulation.
Armor integrity 100%. Power manipulation. Commencing diagnostic.
I like the thought of all of this happening, and Alexi and Lily are still just in the kitchen eating. All the cool stuff.
Is this the part where you fell through the floor? Do we gotta worry about that?
Yeah, we might need to worry about that. Keep a hold of her. Yeah, Okay, so yeah, it seems that magic is good about keeping a hold of me while I'm phasing, so I guess as long as what you're doing is magic, should be good. But yeah, if this is telekinesis, she's going straight through the floor.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Penny had been warned about that to, like, specifically try to, you know, concentrate on being solid, and she was definitely doing that until she got heavily distracted by being in space and has forgotten about it.
Cool. So if you are definitely wanting to definitely stay solid, this something that you're mentally concentrating on.
I mean, she had been, as I say. She has since had other things on her mind.
How would I say that word? Acknowledged. Density increasing.
Oh, we were
You
worried
feel
about her falling
stronger.
through the.
Still, again.
I mean,
sort of
that's not a, like, that's not a high bar. Like, Penny sometimes gets winded carrying, like, a dozen
you feel
donuts.
significantly strong. Like just sort of like your limbs feel like lighter, and that effort that you would normally have just for living and moving your body through space just completely absent. The rest of you notice, particularly Zan, you will notice the fact that the density is increasing at this point well past normal 1.0. Not worried about the floor just yet. It is made of steel, reinforced, but it's depending how far it goes.
Yeah, he'll just look at that and go, ah. Okay, phasing might not be the problem we got to worry about.
It's an entirely different kind of falling through the floor.
Yeah.
And the secret to his power is all along. It's just falling through floors.
Yeah, pretty much.
So hey, am I really here or not? Or, like, are we seeing through something else that is here? Like, is there a remote thing here? Or, like, I'm just trying to parse all this. Or are you confused too because there's a weird rock in the mask?
We are here.
That seems unambiguous, and yet it feels ambiguous. That might just be English, but
Confusing.
yeah. Yeah, move.
The shard provides a base connection. Analyzing. Returns to point of origin? Question mark.
If that's an option, Penny takes a last looking around, at the scenery, and it goes, yes.
Impossible. Interstellar flight not capable in this with this level of technology would require additional technology.
Okay.
Best description, vision.
Okay.
You get the sense that beauty as an intelligence, an AI, is confused because you're there and you're not there.
Yeah, I mean, that's very reasonable. We're on the same page with that. Okay.
remembering was part of transport. Technology served to extract memories from others, possibly powers. Memory gaps.
Okay. That seems plausible based on what we know. Could be problematic. We'll put a pin in that.
I mean, back in the 80s, they did it to Carol Danvers. She was upside down in a scene and everything. It's cool. Meanwhile, Alexei, you get some empanadas out of the fridge because Hector has always made more.
And they're so good. How can I not?
You nuke them. They're perfectly good. You get some of them out. One's a little hot. Drop it on a plate. Start walking. Jump.
Oh, well.
You feel that gut pull. And then forest. So dark, or so green it's dark. It expands to the point of line of sight. Nothing but forest, glades, and additional everything.
Glitch has a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to assume this is the second time this has happened because it's already happened on
Yes.
the Saturday? Okay, cool. So Alexei would recognize
In the sense of your body's going to be being caught up with your previous experience.
Cool. So vaguely recognizes the area.
Yeah, so it's sort of almost like an instinctual, hey, massive amount of deja vu.
Cool.
I've been here before. I know I have. Technically, you have.
Yeah.
Just not yet. But also in the future.
Yeah, it's fine.
You were here before, but you will be here again.
Yeah, time shenanigans. It's fine.
You will have are going to be here.
Yes.
Yeah, for our viewers at home, don't worry about it. Time shenanigans.
Time shenanigans. Farewell is a wonderful place. And a tremendous, the proud-chested stag stomps out into this small clearing you're in. Rough on its tall, proud chin, easily 16 points. Just this massive specimen of a deer. Stares at you, snorts, looks a little confused, springs off into the bush, and mere seconds later, growls and snarls as you see eyes light in the on the outskirts of this glade in the shadows. These eyes belong to the faces of wolves that slowly stalk their way out, and they start circling around you with their haunches raised, snarling, threateningly, staring at you, ready to pounce. And at a voice, down. And all of them, all 5 wolves, back down, look as though they've been whipped. Just completely just cowed, the hackles down, they just tuck their tails and they back right up. And then a humanoid, best way I could describe it, easily 10 feet tall. Muscular, hairy, massive individual, holding a spear, some kind of large weapon in hand, with a skull mask, a mask of basically part of the skull of a great horned animal. Changeling. You have been chosen. Because you walk the path between.
What?
You live in the autumn between summer and winter.
Actually, okay, that does make sense.
Have been watching. I do not want winter. Seasons must change. This course of action cannot pass. I require a champion. I have selected you.
Selected. Okay.
You've been voluntold.
Multiple questions. How long have you been watching me for?
How old is Alexi?
It's a creep.
Did we say, hang on, did we say, hang on, I feel like I've written this down. I totally remember the age of my character. It's not written down. I think we said 24, 25.
Hurry, everyone, panic.
I think I made Alexi the same age as me, so 24, 25.
I watch all changelings. Children of the forest.
Okay. But then but then how are then why are they in the winter court if
Choice.
oh
Fear. Desire for power. Desire for relevance.
yeah.
Lost their way.
And you are choosing me because I haven't sided with either courts? Is that what I'm understanding?
You have always walked the line between summer and winter. You will not be swayed by summer and winter.
Yeah, both don't look like great prospects to join, so I don't know. Okay, but before I like agree, obviously I do kind of need to know what this entails. I feel like knowing that first would be great, very helpful. I'd like to know what I'm getting myself into, essentially.
Your gifts have never been mastered.
Ouch.
You are parchment yet to be written upon. You dabble, but have never truly embraced the hunt. The animal inside, the animals that manifest your being. Each facet, the diamond of your personality, a different animal. Such has always been the way of changelings. I will give you mastery over each facet of your personality. In return, you will be my champion, and you will ensure that winter comes, but then gives way to spring.
I feel like there are a lot of expectations here. A lot
No,
of
no pressure or nothing.
Yeah, totally no pressure, no big deal. Just like make sure that the winter court invasion doesn't happen. Single-handedly is great.
Summer is weakening. Summer is bound by oath. Others have been courted to darkness.
Hang on. Whoa, back up. Do you mean people from the summer court are being swayed to side with the winter court?
If there's one thing that one can predict, is the inconstance of Fae.
Cool, that's so great. That's lovely information to know that that's probably potentially happening. Awesome, cool, that's great.
I ruled the city court when Oberon was a babe. I gave way to ensure the order of all things, persisted into seasons, and progressed naturally. However, some would have winter persist without end, and that would upset the balance.
Yeah. So we've come to find out.
And we are in agreement.
So let me understand the terms of this more. I say yes to this. You help me get mastery over my abilities, which in turn will help us take down the Winter Court and stop the invasion somehow. Basically, am I understanding that right, sir? I don't know what to call you. You've not given me a name.
So much wisdom, lacking so much knowledge. Disappointed I am.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I told Oberon. This is not fully my fault. I was not taught any of this, so I really love it if everybody stopped insulting me on my lack of Fey intelligence when I just found out a few months ago that I was Fey. It'd be amazing.
You're really smart for being a dumbass. No. And you can sort of see that the eyes under the mask are just exacerbated. This sort of... I have a template and I can't do anything with it. Yes.
Okay. Well,
your heart does not belong to either court.
definitely.
Your spirit has been chained for too long, and you lack that which you should have had from birth. Kept from your birthright, I am now offering it to you. In exchange for your assistance in saving your world.
Usually I would definitely probably have to consult my team on this, but I don't think that is possible considering that I am here and they're not. So I'm tentatively going to say yes and agree to this deal if it is going to help us take down the Winter Court and stop.
Excellent. He slams his spear so hard into the ground that the butt of it keeps the spear stuck, and he instantly he becomes the body starts swelling, the muscles start rippling and changing. Let us celebrate. And he sort of drops to all fours, ripples, everything else. To the hunt. And he's almost completely feral, gigantic, direwolf sized, just muscled, savage looking, the teeth, the spittle, the whole thing. And he harkens back, head back, and howls. And you hear not 5, not even just a dozen or more, just wolves all across the back. Just howling this entire dirge. And he leaps into the woods, and then sort of does that dog that canine sort of breaking thing with his back legs, stops, turns back. But not yet. You are needed. Go. And you're sort of sucked back through time and space.
Oh, good.
Leaves, and you kind of take a step, and then you realize you slipped on an empanada that was falling on the floor.
No! Not the empanada!
With a broken plate, there's a couple empanadas on the floor. One you just kind of stepped and smeared through.
Oh, man. I gotta apologize to Hector now.
All right. So, you're waiting. So the rest of you see Dr. Penny in full Steel Aegis gear.
Wages.
Yeah, Aegis is probably just kind of walking up, just yeah, she's zoned out.
You can hear this now. Query. Your companions require attention?
Yeah, they're like that. But
snap.
If we could, I guess, just sort of end this transmission or put it on pause or something, then I can attend to that.
Disconnecting. And sort of the whole thing just kind of sort of frazzles into sort of darkness. You can sort of still see with Beauty. And you're now more aware of your body in space, and
Okay.
the mask on your face. A little bit claustrophobic because you're not used to having a mask on your face, and the fact that your limbs feel not heavy, but you can still they feel heavy, but you feel like you're super strong enough that you can move them.
Okay. So, I'm still clad, as it were.
But you don't notice those changes much.
I mean,
You feel like you could break them anytime.
okay. But I meant, I'm still covered in armor.
Yep.
Okay.
And armor and chains, yes.
Well, this is weird.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
didn't. Hmm?
Not, I guess, that unexpected. If this is what happened to you.
What did? Yeah, you kind of locked up there for a minute. Was Beauty doing something in there?
Yes, apparently. Piggybacking on, I guess, the crystal in the mask to do some sort of long distance I'm not sure what to call it. I guess it's either actually doing like real-time scanning of some place not locally in a, in a stellar sense. Or I think maybe slightly more likely giving a simulation of things that it has already recorded / seen / been around for. Because I was in space on a big space rock with other big space rocks.
That's kind of cool.
Which Beauty decided to name Skrellos, which I guess sounds Greek, but I'm not sure why.
The techno guy?
Is it? No, wait,
Wait,
that's Skrillex.
Yeah.
I've seen that written down somewhere.
Yeah, he will get back out his little notebook, and underneath the armor can change colors ? Is Skrellos.
Skrillex.
He doesn't know how to spell it, so he's just trying to phonetic all possible spellings.
Sure.
Where's the mask? Still on?
Presumably still on my face, but she's, probably going to take it off and see if that, works.
You can, in fact, take off the mask.
She's going to do it gingerly because she's only like 70% confident her eye is not going to pull out of her head when she takes the mask off.
You start, and you're right, it is interfaced, and Beauty's like, almost like disconnecting.
Thank you, good.
You feel sort of this weird stuff that sort of almost retracts back into your head.
And
then the mask pops free.
Yep, that felt super weird. Okay. When the mask comes off, does the armor go away then?
The armor goes away.
Okay. One presumed, but just checking. All
Solid
right.
question.
Sure.
So how'd you get it to change colors?
I mean, I didn't. I think that was Beauty's idea. When here, fine, whatever. Penny will drop the part of her disguise that is always up that hides Beauty, so that she is actually visible in her eye. So people can see the obvious alien technology, like, but a blue glow is pretty prominent.
Very Terminator.
No, cooler than that.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
So
that is super neat. So can you see out of her, or is she?
I mean, yes. that is her.
Oh, so
her,
she's a.
Allowing me to see normally is the simplest thing she does.
And she gives you like the ability to give other people. Well, you shared X-ray vision, but I assume that spreads to other abilities.
Yeah, her whole deal appears to be like cataloging abilities, powers. Like that was the whole reason that she wanted me to like fight crime or whatever, because that's just how you encounter people with powers so that she can scan them. Like,
Huh.
yeah. But yeah, apparently once she scans things and analyzes them enough, then she can like emulate it, I guess. I have no idea what her power source is. I'm hoping it's like dimensionally linked and not literally in my skull, because it can't be small, but
Well, on the upside, if she was using your own body's energy, you'd probably be a husk by now.
oh god, yeah, no.
So
I
it's
mean,
probably
frankly, if she converted my actual mass like into mass energy, like with 100%, you know, atomic efficiency, I think we still would have run out a while back.
And you see on the inside interface, Dr. Penny, colon, color preference, colon, blue. Power source, colon, nuclear. And an emoji, a little smiley face.
Cool. Okay.
It has a sense of humor now. That's great.
Okay,
For the
well, good.
brains.
Good to know. Yes, Beauty has informed me that the armor was blue because my favorite color is blue. I guess Beauty picked that up from my apartment.
Wardrobe.
Yeah. Also, she said nuclear, which is alarming.
yeah, that's a little concerning.
But hey, I don't appear to have gotten cancer yet, so
Yeah, I think after we're done with the phase stuff, we should all get screened.
It's safe to let you go. You good?
yeah, I think so. I don't. Do I feel? Now that the armor is gone, I don't. Do I feel normal body wise?
Feel your normal body, the heaviness of your limbs.
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm safe, or at least as safe as I ever was.
Yeah, that's fair. He'll drop James and turn back into Cal. Check out that.
Oh, watch your step. You kind of sink a couple centimeters into the ground.
Oh. Why?
Slight a bit of denting.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were kind of focused on the phasing portion of the power set, and we didn't anticipate the hyperdensity.
Well,
So,
yeah, I mean, I guess that would track. I was specifically trying to be solid, so. Okay. But I didn't, like... during that whole thing, I didn't see any sign of a machine intelligence in your mask. Just Beauty. Unless, I mean, I guess... Beauty is being slightly more communicative. So it's possible that they are just sort of hive-minding at this point. Unclear.
Yeah. So an eyeball and a mask seems like a pretty weird assortment of gear. Do you think there's other cybernetics or pieces of equipment out there that kind of belong to this set we got going on?
Probably, assuming it wasn't atomized in whatever, broke it apart. My my guess had been that it was that it was straight up not organic. Like, it was not meant to be worn. It was its own thing. But that was just a guess. It did seem to know a lot about organic life in terms of being able to just immediately adapt to me.
Okay. So beauty scans and mimics powers, and the mask acts as a counter to threats it's encountered. This is... What were these things used for?
Well, beauty.
Do you think we're just walking around with war crimes?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. Beauty said that she or the mask or both of them, this part was unclear, was part of a transport that was meant to scan and possibly take powers. Again, that term was ambiguous. Like, it might have been like just, copy. It might have been take away. And none of these things seem implausible based on what she has been able to do already. So
Yeah.
But yeah. So, like, best case, this is, the space version of damage control, and they're just, super bad space power people taking their naughty away, right? Worst case.
Yeah.
Worst case, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to adhere to your first theory there. That sounds the least stressful of the two.
What is Lily up to right now?
Not eating food because I dropped it.
Still waiting on empanadas.
Oh no.
You muted.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
All of
Use my
us
microphone.
collectively having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Lily has waited a while and now is actively searching for Alexi. But like
on the
under
ground after having
stuff.
slipped on an empanada.
And like in the oven and like in the fridge and just calling Alexi, where'd you go? Did you turn into a mouse? Am I annoying you? Did you try to run away from me again?
Weirdly, there's a tray of empanadas on the floor.
Aw.
And then, void. Alexi appears, taking a sort of stabilizing step. 1 foot slips through an empanada.
Oh, there you went. You're not a mouse after all.
Nope. But I almost wish I was in this scenario. Just
Why?
lying on the ground, just kind of rethinking life choices.
Lily offers him a hand up.
Thanks. We still have to talk about the you being taller thing, but thanks. And Alexi gets up and attempts to clean up the bezel before.
Oh, poor Lexi. Lily will help. Lily will make a little broom and a little dustpan and just like...
I was going to say, just disintegrate the empanadas. No evidence.
Oh, they could have done that too. She could have done that too, I guess.
That just
Hey,
seems
listen, we're
rude
not
to the
going to tell
empanada.
Hector
You
that I
need to
dropped
give it
his
a proper
empanadas,
burial.
okay? We're going to pretend this never happened to Lily, and Hector is not going to find out that I dropped the empanadas, because I don't want to deal with the wrath of that man.
Okay, I'm good at keeping secrets.
Okay, cool, great.
Totally is not good at keeping secrets.
We don't even need to remember that it happened. Just let's move on. We can go
So
get
you
more
clean
food
up-
if you want, or we can go back to the lab. Check on the other.
I want to see what's going on in the lab. I like science.
Do a quick little sweep No evidence of the empanadas on the floor.
Nope.
So you head back in. Dr. Penny has handed the mask back to Zan.
Yeah, Zan's probably
Dreadfire
put it
chains
in
are
one of
gone.
his tubes.
Lily will sit on a spinny chair and try to spin it towards them, but like fail miserably, and just
Oh.
wind up spinning. Being like, "Hi, everybody!
Completely overshot
How are
it.
you doing? Wee, wee."
It
Oh,
spins faster if you go the other way.
Why?
she's still getting used to her longer legs.
The sudden knee pain.
Did you
Ow.
guys
The
do
literal condylation patella.
Did you guys do your science stuff? How did that go? How did science?
Zan's gonna point at the
biggest
shoe
quotes
indentions.
possible. Just giant quotes around science. We did.
I took notes.
Yeah.
You did. That's cute. All these notes.
We
Keep
did
my-
what I'm gonna call testing. It was not an experiment. We did
Ah.
testing.
That's great.
Because testing can be very vague.
I'm a little more concerned now.
I'm
And
kind of
I
concerned
mean,
about
go
you.
for
You look
yourself.
ragged. Like, are you
I'm
okay?
fine. What are you talking about? I'm great.
Gonna look at Lily. Are they good?
I don't know. They kind of vanished.
All right. Well,
Well, as one does.
Mentioned nothing about empanadas.
Oh, hey. Like, Penny will look at Alexi's shoes just to see if there's been new developments, since that is apparently how we judge Alexi's trips to other dimensions.
Fair. There's always a footprint.
There is a footprint. Unless you cleaned stuff off the bottom of your shoe.
I would hope that I would remember to do that.
Well, I mean, I was mostly looking to see if they were different colors, but yes, empanada, I guess, could be considered a color.
Right?
The shoes. Are
I mean,
empanada
after
colored.
that, would any physical appearance have changed besides
Your physical appearance?
like Alexi's? Yeah, because I know we discussed a few things about maybe new costume-esque stuff, but besides that, would anything have? Do you
I don't
want
know.
anything to have?
Would you want anything to change? It's the question.
I mean,
A sudden, not quite a glow up, but it's a.
besides,
Looks
I hadn't really thought about that. Besides the vague costume stuff, the changes that we had talked about.
So nothing yet.
Yeah, let's say that. Nothing as of right in this moment.
Alexi looks the same.
Yeah, but Penny is trying to decide, like,
If that's actually the change.
no, like, because, yes, because of Lily spinning around in the chair, like, it makes the legs very obvious. Like, Penny's trying to decide if she is misremembering how large Lily was, because she has been doing a lot of pretty hard, like, glossing over mentally of how young Lily is. And yet staying here and being involved in all of this, like, Penny has just been cognitive dissonancing her way right past that. So
That's fair.
the fact that Lily is bigger and older now is actually an improvement. It's like, wow, I'm pretending so hard, it's getting better.
It's just
But
like, perfect.
But that seems unlikely. But she's gonna check. Hey, are you bigger?
Subtle.
Then Lily looks down and she's like, "Yes."
Is that a thing you can just do, like, make more of yourself out of yourself? Is that just like a power thing?
No.
Okay.
Are you one of those evil empanada hating clones?
That's
Yeah, but
Or
one
Alexi's never
tiny
gonna live
guy.
this down.
Would I know that I
happened
was a
one
clone?
time.
To
I
be
don't
fair,
know. Did evil Alexi
last
know they
time-
were a clone?
the last time Alexi vanished, they stabbed Penelope. I'm just dead.
Happened one time. Come on. I'm gonna take this silence as a no.
Yeah, I don't think I'm evil.
That's
I
good.
still like butterflies and rainbows and the color gray.
That's great.
I think gray is ambiguous on the
Gray.
good evil continuum.
Let her
Take
do
offense to that.
Gray like a little mouse. Or an opossum. You know, gray. It's great!
Okay.
All right.
So, but bigger.
But bigger.
Mm-hmm. Just bigger?
I think I
Do you
can break
feel-
things more easy.
Well, I was gonna ask, do you like, I don't know, feel more grown up in a I'm not sure how to measure this exactly. Like, do you like the same cartoons you did?
You feel
I mean-
unexpected.
Are you asking if she's getting into her edgy phase?
Inexplorable angst for no reason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out. Yes, she's mentally older or just
I've never
physically older.
watched cartoons.
Well, that's
Okay, no, Saturday we're having a marathon. Okay?
that seems worse
Yay!
than hating empanadas, honestly.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, your mom sucks. Sorry.
Really
major sucks.
does.
Yeah,
Are we adding her mom to the list?
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of already shot her. It was,
That's true. That's right. Yeah, that did
I
happen.
mean, she's fine, but
Eh.
I
Yeah,
assume
Zan is going to take his notebook back out and it's a list that says dads to fight. And there's
Scratches out the dad's part and just writes parents.
yeah, and there's Alexi's dad, Dr. Doom, Mab, and now Lily's mom.
The order doesn't matter. It'll happen eventually at some point. We can two
It-
birds
it's
with
on
stone,
site.
Lexi's dad and Mab, so it's, it's not really an order. It's just
Lily's mom. is
making
a
sure.
really awful girl.
Okay. That's
Just a list that's been written down by the Saturday group.
that
This was
is a
also news to
thing
me when I was
that
there on a
exists.
Saturday.
that
This
is a
is-
thing that exists on paper. Okay.
It was news to me, so apparently Saturday group has made one.
So, Lily, do
Yes.
you know how that happened?
Does Lily know how that happened?
Would Lily want to let anyone know how that happened?
I would imagine
If
Metablo.
Lily actually knew.
I mean, the last the team had seen, it had happened immediately after our fight at the track field, so this is a question that has been on everyone's minds for a hot second.
I mean, maybe y'all just
Well-
didn't notice.
Oh no, I definitely remember making a comment as Alexi going, is Lily
Okay.
taller? Is that just me? And then we all left and came back to base. So
Would you still love me if I wasn't a kid?
I mean,
obviously, what?
yes.
So the long and short of it is I'm not actually 10 or 13. But my mom keeps me younger, and I think what's happening is I'm breaking her spell a little bit.
I like that a whole lot. That's good. That's what we want.
I mean, it depends. How old do you think you are? Because there's a point at which that becomes problematic.
Yeah. Zan is slowly moving Lily's mom to the top of the list.
This little spreadsheet.
You know.
Yeah.
Copy pasted up.
That's the problem is I'm not entirely sure how old I am.
Okay.
I might be 13. I'd have to ask Angel and Dinah, but Angel and Dinah aren't around.
Like, as in your mom killed them, or they're out of town?
We split up so Mom couldn't find all of us.
Oh, okay, good plan.
Smart.
Hiding was my impression, yes.
So why does she keep you young? So,
Because it's
Just
easier to
kicks?
control a kid than it is to control a teenager or a
Yeah, that's
whatever I
fair.
am. And because
Depends on
it's
your
like,
definition
Ye-
of control, but sure.
if you have a muffin out, you want to put it in the freezer so it doesn't like age and get moldy. I think. So like making your kid stay a kid until you want to use their body is kind of smart.
wait, what? Back that last.
Yeah,
panel.
what?
Wait, what?
Hmm?
The only best case scenario would be a soul transfer you're talking about, and even then, that's horrible.
And then that's still vaguely borderlines abuse.
Like,
There's no easier
borderlines?
word.
I
No,
don't think
see,
I-
you're not
board.
I
being
left. I
creative
sent
enough.
you a message in.
I feel like
Good
the
job.
best case is that her mom just keeps increasing in power and it's just too much power, so she just needs to like dump it into Lily's body, and that's what she means. And so it's like recycling. That's probably best case. It's probably also not best case.
Yeah, no matter what way we cut it, this is horrible abuse, and your mom should be in prison forever.
I don't get the impression that wouldn't work on her.
Dimensional forest space jail.
We could have Synapse toss her into a black hole.
I like that option.
We could send her back
That's
with the
not even
dinosaurs.
That's not even as reliable as you'd think, right? Because there's so many
Oh,
powers
yeah.
that just break physics.
Yeah.
You would get rid of her
So-
for a while, at least, though.
One would hope, but
So is it safe to assume that you were basically like kept in a basement your entire life with no access to the outside world?
Well, it wasn't a basement. It was a bedroom.
Okay.
I had coloring books.
of what?
Wait, what kind?
Superheroes?
Golden Age, Heroic Age, Dark Age?
All kinds.
Does the age matter?
It
Well-
might. Like, it could potentially help us figure out how old she is, or how old she's supposed to be, or something.
Oh, yeah, okay. So wait, so I have to do math.
Math.
I have to math. Hold on.
Suck it, nerds.
God,
You gotta
alright, this
do
is
math
where I
on this
look.
tabletop.
This is where I tune out. I can't do math, y'all.
So were they?
We can math now.
Were the
It's a good thing we're
superheroes
being nerds.
in the coloring books just like standing heroically, or were they doing hero things, or were they like getting brutally beat down and there was a list of their weaknesses next to it, or
Do some digging.
They were just being
I think
heroic, I guess.
okay?
Saving puppies and
Okay.
trees, you know.
Okay, that sounds like Golden Age to me. Zen will pull out his phone and start searching, like maybe online internet stores for classic or vintage coloring books for superheroes. See like what the timeline is that they popped up. It's just like, yeah, this is probably the weakest idea I've had in a while. Like your mom might have just had these in storage or got reprints of them, but
It's something.
So the weird question then becomes, what characters would actually have been incorporated in the Marvel Universe into comic?
Especially, again, considering how
when are we?
cyclic the timeline is.
Also that. But
The same things keep happening
Yeah, it's weird.
with slightly different art.
Yeah. Asgard's crashed into Earth like 5 times. It's weird.
I imagine Lily's like met, or the people that Lily has met, unquote unquote, at Arcade's Murder World probably were in the comic or in the coloring books that she had.
yes. Yeah.
So that there'd be like Wolverine and Spider-Man and
That does not help our placement in the timeline
Wait, that does not
in
help
the
the
slightest bit,
either.
unfortunately.
Wait, no, it kind of does. Let's see. You said Wolverine, yeah? And he still has his phone out and he's flipping through. Okay, that dude has so many costumes, actually. And so, yeah, he's like, okay, did in your coloring books, did he have whiskers? Was his suit brown on the cover?
I didn't have the covers. I just had the paper.
That also
Oh.
depends on when you got the coloring books, sort of thing, or if
Yeah.
the coloring books predate or post-date her action.
It's like watching a car wreck happen. You just
Yeah, I
can't
know.
go away.
Did he have shoulder pads?
Oh my
And
god.
some
We're-
of them.
Okay. Were his claws like blades, or were they like spikes? Were they straight? Were they curved?
Don't, not to
So
interrupt, but can't you make things? Couldn't you just like make one of your coloring books and show it to him?
That'd probably be quicker, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if it works like that.
No.
Lily makes a piece of paper and a pencil because she can't really make the coloring book page herself, but she like scribbles hastily drawn. And the outfit she draws is about like maybe 15 years old at this point. She's really good at drawing though.
Yeah.
I mean, when you spend
Yeah.
your whole life locked in a room with nothing but paper, you get pretty good.
And Zal like look at it and keep scrolling through his phone. It's like, okay, the earliest that suit was in circulation was around 14, 15 years ago. Looks like.
Neat.
So are you 15 actually?
Dunno.
Or no, if you remember that, you'd be older.
Well, what are we basing that on? Biology?
Absolutely nothing.
Open a prayer.
Yeah, pretty much. I have learned that rules do not apply when magic is involved,
Yeah.
except for the rules that dictate how magic works, which isn't rules as we know them.
Nope.
Hey,
Magic is weird.
Beauty, can you tell how old Lily is?
and you get the eye, and everyone now can see this, is where the pupil of the eye just sort of like drifts over. It's this fantastic, just sort of like complete cross-eyed thing, just sort of this unknown.
Fair enough.
Chronological appearance. Pubescent, female, human,
Yeah, I got that.
Anyways, what you working on?
Oh, we were
yeah,
having
Lily's
Beauty
now
look
very
through the mask.
uncomfortable with everybody
yeah,
staring
we
at
were
them.
trying to figure out if Zan's mask was an existential threat, and it was technically inconclusive.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yes,
possibly, technically, no.
What'd you find out?
Scrollos. And also, there might be more of masks and beauties out there doing
Yeah.
Well, you'd
things
assume
with
that there'd
people's
be at least
powers.
one more beauty, right?
Well,
Because things have two eyes. Most things
Sure.
have two eyes.
I mean, humanoid-shaped things, which
The mask is humanoid.
apparently is pretty common in what we're calling the universe these days.
It's got two eye sockets.
Uh-huh.
So.
There was a mutant that worked at the garage a few years ago who had 3 eyes. His depth perception was surprisingly awful. I think he might have been nearsighted in the third eye.
That would be awkward.
Yeah.
That
How'd you get
Yeah.
glasses for that? Just like one
Monocle.
little like tape
Monocle
I
on
felt-
headband.
and tape a monocle to it, or like tape a looking
Yeah,
glass to it.
I felt too embarrassed to ask. I felt like it might be offensive.
Probably very highly offensive. Yes.
I would go with contacts, honestly.
Oh.
Who'd you
Mm.
contact for that?
The optometrist? Lens crafters.
Indeed.
Sponsor us. More likely than Volkswagen.
Great. You will not
Yeah.
regret sponsoring us.
Specsavers? Maybe. Specsavers is good. That's where I got my glasses.
I don't know. They must be regional. I don't know them.
You never heard of them? Oh,
No.
yeah. They're like cheap glasses, but not cheap.
Sure.
It's nice.
I
They
use,
don't
I use
cost an arm and a
Zenny
leg.
myself usually.
All right.
So, great. Oh, hey, I wanted to see if that's a thing, right? Because the mask, I guess, is making Zan's armor. I'm gonna ask Beauty if that's a thing that we can borrow. Just make armor like I had a minute ago from the mask.
Lily's gonna poke the mask. Poke.
Oh, please don't disintegrate it.
I'm not going to. You would see black if I was going to.
Wait, can you replicate it? Or would it just be like an inert piece of metal?
I don't know how it works, so I would just make an inert piece of metal.
I'll give you $20 if you make a copy of the mask.
Can you give me cotton candy instead?
Hang on. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
You can't bribe the child.
I'm not bribing the child. I'm
Yes,
paying
you
for goods and
are.
services.
I'm gonna say that, I'm a parent, and bribing is really one of the primary ways you interact with children.
Yes.
Sorry.
I feel like it's a little different when said child's on a team of superheroes that we've or
I mean, in the grand scheme of
witness
things,
protection.
the bribe is probably the least problematic thing that the child has been exposed to on the team of superheroes. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
But not a child. So it's
the thing about this situation is
Wonder.
all right.
Right.
moving
Are you
So-
still thinking about that question, Mike?
Sorry,
Because
which?
this is me just wanting to use copy power on I guess, quote, armor,
Yes.
because it is a power.
Theoretically, yes.
I mean, she's actively trying to do that.
Oh. You essentially, you see, no one else really sees, like that sort of that scanning
Mm-hmm.
telemetric sort of thing where it kind of does the mask thing, reconfiguring, and assembles the armor down into the hands and everything, and the plating, and again, blue version of Steel Ages.
I presume that it doesn't have a face covering specifically, though.
No, I mean it does, but it's not
way...
interfaced into a thing. It's sort of just basically the.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, you can just do that now? That's cool.
I mean, I think only in the same way that I can turn into dinosaurs, which is like when I'm near you. Like, Beauty has to have like active scanning of somebody to be emulating powers that way.
That's interesting.
Lily has picked up the mask and is like looking at it sideways stuff. Trying to figure out how to make it.
So she doesn't have like a proper data bank. Well, she just flushes the cache whenever someone's out of range.
She remembers a lot of stuff, but I think it's more that it's like it's too complex. Like powers are a dynamic process, and they rely on, in some way, like physical attributes that actually exist, like configurations of things that Beauty does not have, right? So Beauty is just reading the energy patterns that are coming off of that ability and then just, replicating the energy itself very quickly, but like lacks the actual things that make that energy in the first place.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
Actually,
now,
yeah.
Maybe that's another part of the whatever, Beauty may and or your mask may have been a part of, that there is a battery part that can actually store that energy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Our tech's weird.
Yeah, is this an observation you've just now may have made?
No, it's a hypothesis I've been working on for a couple months.
My company was extremely vague about where it came from and how they got it.
Were they the ones that put Beauty in your head?
No, that was Beauty. Some people came and attacked the lab. I'm pretty sure in the hopes of stealing various tech like Beauty that was being studied there. I got a really, really big piece of glass in my eye, which sucked. But Beauty apparently decided that was a thing that needed to be fixed and or a great opportunity to make friends.
Okay, Beauty is fascinating and terrifying all in one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alexa, your phone rings.
Lovely. So, can I assume that these are phones that have caller ID and are modern? Enough. Okay,
nope,
cool.
It's a rotary phone.
Look and see who it is.
You have a rotary cell phone.
Your one and only contract right now.
Unless he kind of looks at their phone and then just kind of goes, "Oh man, guys, it's the mayoral candidate."
But maybe he has information about somebody who hates him. He was supposed to be thinking about that, right?
Let's hope
if he's calling you, that means he's not dead.
That's right.
True.
Not sure why he's calling you and not me, but
I physically gave him my business card for my private investigation business. I think, the only one actually being contracted by this guy.
True.
Out of the entire team. So I'm gonna, and then Alexi answers the phone and is like, "Hello?"
Is this the hero? What would be on Alexi's business card? What is the
I mean, the business card that they would have had on them in that moment that they handed would have not anything fancy.
What is the agency name?
I don't think it had one.
Oh, no.
I've just spent Alexi.
In fact,
Somewhere was
Blood device.
incorporated, and what's its tax ID?
I think the business card itself would just have Alexi private investigator on it and then a phone number and nothing else.
Fair.
Because they didn't think it through that much. They were just like, all right.
Is this Alexi, private investigator?
Yes, it is. They're gonna help you.
Roderick Kingsley, you worked for me.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have a lead on who's trying to take me out.
Okay.
And I've got a meeting with some business execs, and I would really feel a lot more comfortable if you were all there, so that we can point him out, and then you can, I don't know, do your hero thing on him or whatever, and take him to the authorities or however this works.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just okay. Sure. Text me whatever details you can and the location of this meeting, and we will be there.
He does so. And at this point, good time to take a quick break. See what happens.
Quick break.
Everything else. So, bio break, get some water, get some snacks, bring some back for the rest of us, and come on back in 5. Oh, man, I found it this time. There it is. Right? All right.
Spit take.
Spit. The F5 tower, that was.
Refreshing.
801 Fifth Avenue, Seattle. Is the text that you get, that Alexi gets, when they await their phone and communication from Roderick Kingsley, letting them know exactly where and say 9 p.m. So as everyone assembles, gathers, hustles out the door, what are we doing?
What, for starters, has Alexi said to everyone else?
Oh, I think Alexi would have relayed all of that information. Would have been like, he called again.
Nothing. Lexi's leaving on their own.
She walks out. Yeah, Alexi would be like, yeah, he apparently has a business meeting. And he thinks, from what I understood, he thinks someone there is probably the person who's trying to kill him.
Okay.
So he
So he
arranged a
wants
meeting
us
with
there
him?
for his safety and to like suss out the situation and see if that is the person, and then go from there on what we would do with him. Like take him to the police or whatever.
I'm not sure how we're gonna figure that out unless the person literally tries to kill him.
Yeah, I
Personally,
did.
We would need evidence.
He just
Seems
said he had a
unlikely,
hunch on who he thought it was, and that there's a business meeting going on, and the person might be there, and that was all he told me, because that was all the information he had.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, heroes are mostly reactive, so I guess we just head
And
over there and
he-
wait.
Yeah, he gave me an address, and
Unfortunately.
he gave me an address, and he wants us to be there by 9.
Oh, you could email that to Synapse, and she could get us a portal set up, so we wouldn't have to worry about running late or traffic or anything.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, she learned it from Solstice, our elf.
Did he make cookies?
He learned it from Solstice. I
I
could have sworn it was the
don't
other way
know.
around. Maybe I misheard that the first time.
He
No.
taught her the basics of it, and apparently she kind of figured the rest out on her own.
Oh, well, all right. That
But
sounds
yeah,
like
I don't think she's much of a cook, so I don't think she can make cookies.
Oh.
Might be able to get Raylon to make you some cookies. He seems very chefy.
Isn't he a rocket scientist?
He is a man of many talents.
All right.
Cooking is
Anyway.
cooking is just chemistry. Like,
Anyways, not that train of thought isn't important. Do we want to? I'm assuming that we are going to want to go to this meeting just to see if it really is this guy. So I said
well,
yes.
just I think on the simple basis of he's going to another semi-public place.
Yeah,
We should probably get there a little early and check the place out.
Yeah, whether
Yeah.
this person
set up
involved
maybe
or not,
vaguely a
it's
perimeter. Yeah,
risky.
Something. Place downtown.
it's at 9 o'clock. So if y'all need to do anything to get ready before then, I'm gonna go like I don't know, take a shower or something real quick.
Okay.
Assuming
You're in
assuming
here?
that
Yeah,
there's
you're in here.
Have my otherworldly rags pressed.
All right. So how are we getting? Oh yeah, sorry. Everybody getting ready. I believe we missed that
Uber.
cue. Alexi, as you go into your quarters, your the room area, on the bed, sort of wreathed in or sort of lying in a nest of old dried leaves, browned from the forest floor, I guess. And there's mud, and there's just sort of like as if it was just the whole thing was just sort of scooped up and just flunked onto your bed. Is a bow. Do you want to describe it?
Do I? Don't remember the description you gave me, and I didn't have a vague description. I didn't have a description in mind.
It seems a simple bow, yet the wood. I mean, you don't know much about forestry. You're not sure exactly what kind of wood it is. It's a darker wood. It's not strung yet. The string is there, sort of. There's even a bit of a leathered handguard.
Fancy.
There's a fletch of probably a dozen arrows, or a quiver rather. It too is basically more animal skin than anything else, with sort of the trails of fur and markings, and you can sort of see like an underpelt of spotting, I guess, of a younger deer.
Oh, all right.
And a mask. Something. It looks like it's at first made of clay, but it's not exactly. There's something else to it, and there's an undercurrent. It has that sort of. It feels thin, but it's strong, and it has. It's like the mask of a wolf, but it's not like a super long snout or anything. It's just more of sort of a reminiscent, and it fits your face, and you feel it's sort of cold, and it sort of warms to the presence of your skin, sort of thing, much like bone.
Oh, well. Well, Lexi's gonna walk in, see that, and go, I'd like just cleaned this room. This is a nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
You're never getting those blankets back like that.
No, I'm gonna have to throw this in the wash like 5 times before it's like
It smells very
icky.
earthy.
Amazing. All right.
What's the word? Petrichor.
Cool. I'm gonna have to clean all of this up. And I don't have any time to do it right now. I'm
Elementor.
gonna sit on my bed. Okay. And then picks up the mask, the bow, and the arrow. And I suppose puts them on. Puts the quiver. Because Alexi's walked in, seen this, and is like, all right, I got myself into this. Okay. And it's just kind of like this is, yeah, nothing is surprising anymore, basically, at this point in everything that has happened. to everybody. So Alexi's like, yep, okay, and straps the quiver and the bow onto their back and
And rejoins
leaves the mask in their hand
rejoins
as
the
they
party.
walk out to meet everybody else. Yeah, it's fine.
rejoins the
That looks
your paladins,
fancy.
your mages, and your and a warlock. Archfey patron. She thinks I'm joking. I mean, yeah. All right. So, from there, you're all teleporting. Doesn't really work. I mean, I guess it's possible to have Synapse sort of do a quick Google search for the look of the building, get a good sense of it, and open a portal outside her door because she has to be within 5 feet of it. But other than that,
Yeah.
if that's the option, then sure, absolutely.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, people don't want to take the portal. Like, we could always just take one of the dozens of cars Gideon has.
Alexi was going to default to flying again, as they have been doing every time we've had to go somewhere. And so the portal was mentioned, and Alexi was like, "Oh yeah, there are other modes of transportation besides flying."
We never did figure out the GoPro on the bird situation.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you flew away, you got caught.
Yeah, but that was vaguely intentional, so it's fine.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right. So
Intentional by the
portal
person
it
that
is.
caught you.
Portal it is. So Synapse, essentially feeling very I guess agoraphobic, for want of a better term, does a quick thing and sort of opens up her door, portal, and through it you see the cold cement and glass and steel building of the F5 tower.
Yeah, Zen definitely would have put his mask on before going through the portal.
Yeah, Alexi would have stepped through and then probably put their new mask on.
Cool. Cool. And Alexi gets to know it now.
No,
Yes,
no.
Penny thanks Synapse, but also, like, she had been vaguely thinking about maybe she should get a real costume. So, like, just in case she's, like, her powers are turned off and her disguise goes away completely, there's something still left.
Instead of just regular street clothes or, track
Yeah.
pants or whatever she's wearing.
You know.
Yeah. But then she got really distracted by a different idea when Anima was talking about flying. But we're going to need some space to try that, so
Oh.
put a pin in it.
I mean, Lily could make costume.
Lily could make you a costume.
Just saying. But things to think about. Where are we? Back to that. So we boop. And Kingsley is waiting for you outside. It's like, oh, good.
Just outside?
That's
Like, in plain view of the whole
no,
world?
he's in a. There's a limousine.
Okay.
And
Okay.
You kind of the
Like, he's
portal
just
pops up
standing
and
there in the square.
Oh,
like,
he just watches us walk
waits.
through the portal and is like, yeah, that's
from
completely
the
normal.
hundreds of
Sure.
sniper positions around the city.
And he comes up. He's like, oh, amazing. That is actually amazing. And he looks at the portal. Like, who's that? What? Where is
Zen's gonna just kind of like hold
This-
his cape up to cover the portal. Don't worry about that, citizen.
that's amazing. You guys are so amazing. All right, this is great. Okay, like I feel. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Oh, by the
they're all
way-
upstairs.
Before we leave, I want to copy that power.
Portal.
Just in case. Seems useful.
That's a good.
I can let go of it if I don't need it,
good
but
one.
Just in case.
Never know when you might need to cut someone in half.
And they're like, what? What? All right, so and he leads you in, flashes, does the whole thing with the security. They're with me. They're with me. Security begrudgingly waves you past. You walk into this large foyer, to a set of elevators, to the one on the end. Presses the button, swipes the card. It clears his biometric ID, what have you. You all, I assume, follow him into the elevator.
Yeah.
And you go up
Mush in there.
What floor
all
is this
the way
meeting
up
happening on?
to the 66th floor.
How many floors are in the building?
66.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up on the roof.
And I'm going to switch over the map now.
Oh boy.
Because the elevator opens to a boardroom.
Ah, fishing.
Nope.
Oh yeah, this seems legit.
And if someone could take a quick snappy of it. Show to Glitch.
Thanks.
Mike.
What's up?
Does it actually look like that?
Yes, it does. There is a gun on the table. There is a pile of money on the table. There are goons to either side with pistols. There are a lot of what I would call stuffed suits, which basically the sort of this very square-jawed looking, hostile, grumpy-looking individuals who look like they've been put in a suit that's one size too small. There's a number of individuals sitting around this very large table. And they look like they've been in mid sort of conversation when the elevator door opens up. One guy looks. One guy down here looks towards the elevator. There's a woman on opposite him, dressed in very chic business wear. Another man to her left, wearing a fedora and business suit. The only one that sort of looks out of place is a ruffian who basically looks like he's wearing a plaid shirt with the sleeves cut off of it. Down at the opposite end of the table, a man who looks like he's in a tuxedo. And another man in a white dinner jacket and black pants. And they all look somewhat surprised to see you.
They are not alone. Penny's just gonna sort of like turn to Kingsley, like not say anything, but like with just a look that's sort of like, was this the right floor?
He looks genuinely concerned. It's like, yeah. And he's kind of hiding behind, sort of ducking a little bit and trying to make himself small behind Dreadfire.
Yeah, so Dreadfire was still Cal until the door opened and he saw a bunch of guns. So in front of everyone, he's just like, what the hell?
Holy shit! Who the hell are you guys?
We still
We're
haven't really-
the extras for this movie that's obviously being filmed.
Lexi looks over at Kingsley and is like, You didn't tell us that it was an illegal meeting. What the fuck is this, dude?
Man.
I don't. And he's sort of backing, trying to hide.
You don't. Wow. But yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, we haven't really decided on a name. Who are you?
Are you gonna make me come up with mafia names? Come on.
No, he
There's
he can
Jimmy
use
the
exactly
Horse,
the same excuse.
Tommy Two Stones.
Tommy Two Stones.
But really, I was looking for their, like, I guess, gang name or I don't know what you call a syndicate. Ooh, syndicate. Yeah, they have a
Ooh.
syndicate name.
Lexi at this point is about ready to wring Kingsley by his scrawny little neck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a conversation.
Because what the hell, dude?
And the man in the white dinner jacket. My name is Salvatore Romano. I own this building. Who are you and why are you here?
It's a great question, Kingsley. Why are we here?
Damn, he's the one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you lie and say that there was a board meeting so that you could lead us here and we would just take out the entire mafia?
I didn't. Well, I didn't know we were all gonna be here.
Dreadfire is going to grab him by the collar and slam him back into the elevator. And is just going to look him dead in the eyes. I am not an attack dog.
Hit his ass.
He looks visibly shaken.
As he fucking should.
Is that Roderick Kingsley?
And what are you going to do
You have
with
brought me Roderick Kingsley. Well done, you.
Why?
He owes me money.
Gonna press the button on the elevator to send him back down.
Does not work.
Okay, well, stay there.
Wow.
And also, you did lie to us. We're gonna have a conversation about that later.
What? The campaign donations.
Aegis is going to
said-
reach through the wall and close the elevator doors.
Stay there.
Is this the guy that almost got
melee
killed in
check.
the stadium like an hour ago?
No, it's at least a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, it was like a day ago.
Give me a melee check.
Who?
You.
Oh, me. Okay. Where's my character sheet? Ah, there it is. Non-combat or
On combat.
non-combat? Oh boy. Slightly better than
Slightly better.
18.
18.
That's respectable.
And it feels like when you're trying to close them and they kind of give a little bit, you're like, yes, good. And then the locking mechanism stops them. And there's a thing that's just not letting the doors move.
I'll stay in there. Well,
Hey, wait. The guy with the plaid. Hey, wait, I know these guys. These guys I've seen them on the news.
Causing
please
property
don't.
damage and threatening reporters.
Please tell me you guys have better PR than my team.
Oh, no.
We are on vaguely we are vaguely the same team, dude. Just because we're in two different groups doesn't mean we're not on the same team. Of course, we don't have better PR.
Yeah, didn't you guys were at like the university like a couple of days ago. Hey, boy, yeah, these guys like they took out this big, I don't know what he was, a pangolin, some kind of anteater. I don't know.
No, we still. There's no.
The
This
man
is.
in the fedora is like, so we're among celebrities.
Oh, I hate that word for what we are.
Welcome, heroes. Come.
I mean, it's really only the donut shop we can get like instant seating in.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah, that's not in the cards. Sorry, because of the obvious crime.
Well, there's no crime happening here.
No, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, because it's not a crime to just have a pile of money and guns on the
It
table.
isn't.
This is America, and you can, in fact, do that. It's just highly
In fact, this is an open
suggestive.
carry state, and technically speaking,
It's like,
this weapon is also registered, though it is an antique and is only fine by birthright.
extremely suggestive. It's just, I mean, is this like, okay, say, is this just an aesthetic? How much money does he owe you?
And to follow that up, are you guys the ones trying to kill him actively right now?
Kill him? That's illegal.
Yeah, and I've also never understood it as a debt collection strategy personally.
I mean, unless there's a bunch of life insurance.
Yeah, because if you are trying to do that, you're also not doing it very well.
And you should probably stop. Or else I'll kick your butt.
Well, I mean, misappropriation of funds is a very serious thing.
I'd like to go back to how much money does he owe you and for what? That question did get answered, and I would like to go back to that question immediately.
The for what did get answered.
Eh.
It's not the how much.
Eh.
Well, as we know, campaign law, as far as I know, applies to the municipal level as well, and I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to donate any more than a certain amount. So the rest was considered, let's call it a loan.
No, that tracks.
Conservatively, I would let, considering he has such amazing friends, I am prepared to let it go for a measly 250. Squared off, debt paid,
251s, thousands, millions? We're gonna need a unit here.
just 1,000.
I assume you mean dollars also.
Yes.
Okay. Lily, can you make gold?
Yes.
Okay. Could you just make a bunch of gold on this table and then we can go?
Or make a bunch of dollar bills. You know what those look like.
No.
No,
That's a crime.
That's
Don't do
That's
that.
a crime.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
You
counterfeiting.
can make
But that still
gold,
counts if
and
it's
that's
coming
not a crime.
from
But
her.
making a dollar bill,
Nope.
you're
That is
toast.
a federal
Let that-
crime.
Yeah.
or diamonds. Would you rather gold or diamonds?
Here's the problem. I have
If you
concerns
can
about what
make
he's
gold,
I feel like that's not something we should have told the mafiosos.
She can also make you disappear.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's that's the thing about amazing is that it's just the other side of the same coin with terrifying.
Oh, thank you.
This is not. Oh.
You don't want to be involved with us. We really don't want to be involved with you. And
Yeah, my mom would get angry.
this
This is
this
just
guy is hardly worth it. Like he seems nice, but
he's not exactly the smartest in the bunch.
It if I may, we do not want to cause a scene in your fine building. The last couple of buildings, at least I was a part of, that scenes were caused in, became an open floor plan, we'll say.
was the fire tornado in a building?
It was very close. It busted out a couple windows.
I don't think we should be saying this out loud to the mafia.
Oh no, Penny did that on purpose.
Yeah. So I suppose we could produce for you a couple of golden bricks and we can call whatever beef you have with who is this guy?
Kingsley?
The next mayoral candidate.
No,
Okay.
he's the
the
current
mayoral
Or,
candidate.
sorry, yeah,
and-
currently looking. What are the main?
Yeah, we'll just smooth this over, call it even, and none of us have to ever see each other again.
Now, let me get this straight. You are attempting to bribe.
No, we are
What? We're attempting to
We
pay
are
off
paying
a
off
guy's
a
debt.
Bribe is
debt.
such a strong
It's
word.
precisely as legal as all the words you said before.
Yeah, exactly.
our friend here is unfortunately very accident prone, and we would like to remove the uh
Bounty on his head.
I was going to say factors that might end in accidents, but yeah, we
Here's
don't
the
want the guy to
problem, though.
die.
Everyone give me a vigilance check.
I'm bad at those.
Oh, I just upped my vigilance recently too. Perfect.
9.
Yeah,
11.
13.
Come on, Beauty.
Oh, I
Oh.
don't like that Mike rolled an
24.
agility check
Don't
before
do
all of
that.
us.
Hang on a sec.
Let's do.
Really?
Okay, that's better. Now I gotta do the
Nice.
marble die now.
Nice,
No, but
nice.
still just a 6. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
No.
you're still rolling with the devil. So,
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Well, that didn't get me what I want either. I still have. Do I still have the? I do. Aha.
oh, I just saw a very
This one
unfortunate
this time.
token.
Need to try to reroll that one again. Why? Dear Lord, why did none of those work? All right, I got a 16. Tried to re-roll my 3 edges on vigilance, and they all got me down to a 15.
Excellent.
All 3 of them. So the 16 it is.
So,
For the benefit of the viewers, should we have any, and glitch, Penny has a 25.
25.
25.
9.
So Beauty, technically, Beholder, is the only one that actually sees that Roderick Kingsley has moved out of the elevator and has now circled around one of the statues and is slowly making his way up along the wall.
I mean,
This man is going to get himself killed.
is he like being preternaturally sneaky in some way that has
I
an
think-
obvious source? Or because I'm not sure if he's just walking and I see him, it's not going to seem out of the ordinary to me.
But no one else is. You kind of basically sort of surreptitiously, I guess, tracking.
Uh-huh. I mean, we were trying to keep him. I mean, well, various people were trying to keep him behind us. And so it would seem odd that they suddenly decided to stop doing that, I guess. But
Unless they
Aegis
did-
was hoping that he had common sense and would stay behind the wall of superheroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got put in the elevator and then assumed that he would stay there.
it seems entirely plausible that there's a deeper level of nonsense going on here.
Mhm.
deeper level of nonsense, you say?
Yes, I'm excited to see what it may or may not be.
And he name in front of me, and I just lost the name. 1 second. He goes, Sal, pardon, Mr. Romano. And Romano is what? Hey, you gotta believe me. I fully intend on paying back on pay. Okay. Look at all the money on it. You guys are really actually here meeting. This is great. Oh man. And he keeps walking as he's talking and
Got hit him too hard.
laughing and just and you look Gianni, Gianni, you look amazing. This is oh
Should
this
we
is
like get him or
this is this
I
is
don't
great.
know. Kind of am curious to see how this is actually
See
going.
now I I just came here, Gianni, to tell you that I'm not paying back. And the occupants are turning around on the table and looking at him, and some of the guards are like reaching into their pockets for guns, and one of the goons stops him, and you see a flash as he sort of grabs him and he kind of tussles them and sort of holds him by the lapels, and you see a flash between them.
You're using a lot of pronouns here, but I'm not sure who they're referencing.
Oh, sorry. The guard or the goon walks up, grabs Kingsley.
Okay.
So Kingsley has his back to you. And you see a flash between the guard and Kingsley, and the guard crumples to the floor.
Okay.
Aegis is on his way to Kingsley? Just oh, all right, we will be leaving now, Mr. Kingsley.
Everybody roll initiative.
No.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Oh, where's my initiative button? Ah, there it is. My initiative's 3? When did
There
that?
you go.
Oh, vigilance. Okay.
I cleared the thing now. It should be completely clear now. Should pop you up there. It'd be great. 16 and 16?
Well,
I'm going to assume Dreadfire has more than 2 agility.
Significantly.
I'm gonna reroll one of you. I got 18.
18 for you.
Like, I presume that I don't get to use my vigilance edge on initiative checks, even though it is a vigilance roll.
Yeah, I think it would say specifically
Yeah,
initiative.
There are
because
perks
technically I
specifically for
have,
that.
I think you have to have like an actual edge on initiative because I have situational awareness, which gives me edge on initiative rolls.
Yeah.
So I think it has to be specific to initiative.
Uh-oh.
So I, point of order, always roll a 6, or I'm sorry, a 1 on the marble die for initiative. So that's 17. So fantastic.
The map may have vanished for a second in the recording, but it's back up now.
Anima is an 18. Dreadfire, you said you had a what now?
Fantastic 17.
Fantastic 17.
Because of lightning actions, it's automatically a 1 on the marble die.
Okie dokie. Billy?
I think it was a 13.
Yes, you were.
Yes, 13.
Where are you?
I just clicked it before the you
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put that in there.
did the thing. So
That it was 13. Come on. This guy.
I am always amused that no matter how high I roll, Aegis is always the last couple to go.
15 with an M.
Oh, lovely.
Oops. Sure. Kingsley. Oop. Why? Why? All right. Oop. Nope, that shouldn't be there. Can't delete that for some reason. His name is Kingsley. It's not normal. No way. So, boop-a-doop-a-doo. Dreadfire.
Yeah, so he was already ticked at this guy. Other than just generally being not great people, the folks in this room haven't done anything particularly untoward. So he's stalking a beeline at Kingsley. So move 6. Then I will take an action to sprint, dash, where it's going. So there. And then for my second action, I am going to grab him again and tell him, we're leaving now.
Melee.
Yeah, something I'm not particularly good at. But
Yeah, get his ass, Dreadfire. We're cheering you on from all the way back here. Get his ass.
Yeah.
it's a fantastic 15.
Dreadfire's ticked.
A miss.
Pardon?
But because it's fantastic, you do get a positive something. I'm not sure how to actually give you a positive something.
Some of the examples are you have edge on a future roll because of some circumstance.
I'll allow that. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how that we would possibly describe it. You grab at him, but he somehow manages to squirm out of the coat. But he kind of stumbles when he does so, kind of half spinning, kind of letting the sleeves out as he goes. So he's off kilter in his action. So your next action against him, I guess, will have edge.
Words.
Assuming you get one. 6. He is
Our
also
boy is
sprinting.
zippy.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. And behind him, he throws some pumpkin-shaped devices. About baseball-sized. It kind of look like little pumpkins with little jack-o'-lantern faces. And the moment they hit an object, 2 of them explode, and 2 of them start releasing this greenish gas everywhere.
Sure.
And all he does is laugh.
Damn.
Uh,
21, Beholder.
So
Oh shit, guys.
Aegis has a
He
thing
might
he
be-
would like to say before Beholder goes.
Guys, I think
Uh,
we fucked.
Or we
yeah,
can leave it here. That's fair.
Yeah.
Shoot. What are you gonna say?
But yeah, he was gonna say, if Beauty still has the armor copied, it has air filtration if we're worried about that gas.
So, is the reason it has that because you have also taken the environmental adaptation power?
Yes.
Okay, because I would have to also copy that power for that to be true. Which I can do, but takes more than one round. I could just copy that power, and I'm not sure how that would manifest, but shrug.
The under filtration system without the armor?
Maybe just the helmet.
So,
All right, so we are at 9:10. Do we want to call it here and then pick it up next?
I feel like
Or
the
run through a
the
round?
tossing of a pumpkin bomb is a good ending point for a
Really
session.
nice cliffhanger,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
yeah. Yeah, I'm good either way.
All right.
Kingsley better hope that he doesn't survive this.
Guys, we might be a little screwed. Just a smidge.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
What?
What is the
gonna be
worst
late
that could
next
happen?
Monday? Just
Well,
Sure. Duly noted. Okay, so let's call it here then. With Roderick Kingsley, I'm surprised none of you Googled his name.
oh, I just
I'm
did.
proud
That
of
would
you.
be
You know what?
spoilers.
Proud of you that none
I-
of you Googled his name.
I just did. I did just now because I
I-
didn't make the connection until
I
just
mean-
now.
I will point out that I used ESP in this guy's presence
You did.
and was not told anything, which
Right.
I have questions about. But
He did not appear as having powers.
Hmm.
Because at the time he didn't.
Ooh.
Because he was just a
Take our eye
dude.
off the guy for 5 minutes. God.
And
okay.
then he puts on a suit and he's got powers. I found a flaw in your plan. He's a gimmick guy. So he had no powers when you checked him.
A gimmick guy. I see.
So he doesn't have anything like accuracy, say, or all of those things that let you use gadgets well.
Apparently it's
And-
the suit.
Actually count as powers.
Apparently it's the suit.
That is ridiculous that those
far
count
as
as
I know.
powers.
Yeah, if you take the the tech reliance thing or whatever, pretty much everything becomes based on your gear.
I mean, so does Penny's technically, but it's not like she takes her eye out.
Truth. However, so Roderick Kingsley running away, throwing pumpkin-shaped bombs behind him,
Weird.
exploding the room into debris and poison gas. Good place to stop. I think. So, will our heroes catch this nefarious villain? Will they? I don't know. I'm running out of stuff. It's late. So
Succumb to
let's
gas.
let's do a quick outro. Let everybody know who you are, where you can be found on the internets, and I'm gonna catch you unaware again.
Sorry, I was finishing up writing my notes.
No worries.
So I had to write a few notes down that I didn't yet. Oh, you know the spiel. I've said it far too many times now. I've been here way too often. You can still find me on everything as Glitched Productions. All of my group stuff is with Cosplay for Chaos. Again, by the time this comes out, I will either be at a convention or the convention will have just happened. So if you see me at SAC Anime, say hi. If this is in the further future and you saw me at SAC Anime, it was great to meet you. I hope you enjoyed my presence. I am doing some fun art things and stickers and commit like custom dice on my Etsy. If you would like to help me make a smidge more money than I do at the moment because I am broke and don't have a job, that'd be great. Check out the shop. I have D&D themed stickers coming soon-ish. I'm working on the designs right now as we speak. Divine Fates, my Percy Jackson themed campaign, will still be happening at some point in the foreseeable future. I'm not going to say soon because I have cons to focus on. I'm not going to make promises I can't cash out. And I think that's it. That's all I have going right now.
Oh yeah.
Hello, I am and will always be Anaya. You can find me very easily nowadays at ayasakate.card with 2 R's.co, where you can find all of my stuff, including my Magical Girl stories, my store, which is very important, and my writing stuff and my voice acting stuff, and just pretty much everything that I do. I'm also part of, I said Van City last time, it's Fantasy by Moonlight, a magical girl Blades in the Dark game, basically, on Thursdays with Girls Run These Worlds, so you can catch me there too. Remember, I love you.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. I've been playing Cal Winters, aka Dreadfire. So I've been working on getting some professional VO demo reels done. Finally got those back, which is exciting. And as such, have also made a card where you can find all of my things at soulbind.card.co. It has my VO demo reels. It has clips of ttrpg performances. It's got some of my sound design and music stuff. That's kind of all the creative things that I'm involved with. So give it a check. It's also got all my social links on it, so I don't have to keep telling you where they are.
Laura.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. I played Dr. Penelope Parator, aka Beholder, and I can be found in various places. I've had a card for a long time, but I almost never give out the name because I haven't updated it in a while, and it's kind of sad. But it does have various projects and things and video links on there, but whatever. It's just Doratrix, I think. I don't really remember. Probably more interesting for you is to go to Pandora Beatrix at Blue Sky or at YouTube, where I post various nonsense on a semi-regular basis. But yeah, aside from this, I can be actively encountered in the Modus Files, a Fallout 76 audio drama, and various other things that are currently on break and will be picking up at some point in the future. And I will let you know when I know when that is.
John.
Hello, my name's John. You can find me online at Crim's Bacon on pretty much any social media that I have put my grubby little mitts on. I also have my own podcast, Bacon Flavored Podcasts or Bacon Flavored Pods. I don't have a card, but I have a uh link tree slash Bacon Flavored Podcast that has all the links to the various bacon flavored podcast stuff, along with some Twitch channels and some social medias of some of my players. Um, I oh yeah, I should probably say what the podcast does. My podcast, we pretty much play whatever isn't Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder. You know, just throwing some variety out into the actual play podcast cesspool. Um, we even have a couple of issues of What If Heroes that my editor is working on part 1 of issue 2 right now. Uh let's see.
Is that the one I'm in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. We, and by we I mean I also need money because my cat is a absolute no-brained, vacuous, gormless chucklehead who likes to eat things. Yeah. He likes to eat things that cannot escape his body, and as such, we have to take him to the vet twice in 1 month. So, if you would like to help me fix some of my debt, I almost said I sell money for food. No. I mean, I do that. But before that step occurs, I need someone to give me money, and in exchange for that money, I will sell you a drawling.
They're
And
really good.
yes, thank you. And yeah, I've been doing just some little putsy would be heroes drawings every now and then that I need to like coalesce and release all out in all one big blorp. But yes, I will draw for money if people would like to give me money, and I will give them drawings, and then I will give capitalism my money, and I will take food. I think I've rambled on a bit, and I have not once looked at my camera, so my quota's filled.
All right, let's wrap it up. You and I was your hapless and helpless narrator, subject to the whims of fate, etc., etc. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on the Instagrams and Twitches, etc., and CDN Cap America on all the Twitters and the Blue Skies, etc., where I talk mainly about Dungeons and Dragons. Other than that, this is my current pet project. 2 games running concurrently in the same universe. Some thought I was mad, I tell you, and
And you are
obliged to agree with them at this point. So catch them both Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST and Mondays at 6 p.m. PST, generally. And we should be wrapping those probably by the end of the year, end of November, early December, somewhere in there, where they're building up to rank 5 and building up to a big bad fight that I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to run, but we'll figure that out as we go. So, other than that, I can also be found currently. Next week is the last, so this coming Sunday, I guess will have been over by the time it's all timey-wimey weird shit. I will have been in a 4-event charity stream on Sword and Key, playing Captain America alongside some amazing talent to profit, and I don't remember the exact name of the charity, some Palestinian children. So head over there. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to have the VOD posted onto their YouTube, but they assured me that it would be within a month or 2, question mark. So that should be coming at some point. Other than that, once this game wraps, D&D is in the works, and possibly Hunter. I'm not sure what the acronym is, or the thing anymore.
Reckoning?
Possibly the Reckoning. I thought it was the Gathering, but I don't know.
Oh, that's magic.
That's
Hunter
Highlander.
5th. Hunter 5th is the plan. When that happens exactly and who's going to be in it, I have no idea. I was asked to do it, and it was suggested to me so I can possibly throw it on both channels, and it might in fact be some kind of collaboration with Vancouver by Night. So who knows? Beyond that, that's it for me. That's it for us. So follow each and every one of these people. Like and subscribe to their stuff. Send them coffee. Send them monies. Buy their art. Open up a browser window and mute it if you can during their productions. Everything helps.
Or you could just watch.
You could just watch.
You don't have
just
to do that thing.
not take any of the pressure and just sit back and enjoy their art, which is why they're doing it in the first place. Beyond that, tune in next week when you may or may not see our heroes blown to bits by pumpkin bombs.
Look, at least 2 of us are mostly impervious to being blown up.
Mostly.
It's going to be very unfortunate if one of us is blown up immediately after being told that they can do a thing.
Exactly. So we'll have to find out from there what happens next and why Roderick wanted them up there with all the mafiosos in the city at the same time, and I think they're already figuring it out. So
This
we'll
plan
leave
does
it
not
at
have
that.
sanity written all over it.
Yeah.
Neither does he, in fairness.
Yeah.
Fair. Admittedly fair. So catch you later. See you all in a week. Keep your sticks on the ice.
Bye.